Watkunuradu, and welcome to today's political update. Lots on the agenda. We'll get started right away. Last night, the community decision-making process. It was a hearing on the proposed tobacco law, and believe it or not, after all of this, it was passed with the final 4 sections done. Joining us on the program today is Chief Bobby Patton. Bobby was there last night. He also is one of the chiefs on the tobacco portfolio. Tell us about your impressions about how things went last night.
Well, it was pretty exciting. I guess, after how many years, especially for the KTA members, they've worked diligently on this for 25 years. I think it was a momentous occasion for them and for everyone to see this come to a complete. It was long waited, and now it's like we're done. We got it through, and it's very exciting now what the next steps are and where it's going to take us, and what next for the MCK, and how do we defend this law. All the next steps, there's so many yet to follow, but it's very exciting to see it's finally to a complete.
Yeah, last night there were 4 sections to go, 4 pages. It was I was actually doubtful it would get to the point that it did, but even with the fact that there were 4 sections, it didn't seem rushed. The discussion thing, it looked like it was. There were some moments in there actually.
Yeah, there were some heated moments, like always, but that's the Mohawk people for you. We got to debate everything out, and at the end we can come out smiling, laughing, shaking hands, but we got the job done. And I think yes, it was for me personally, I thought it was going to take another session to get this through, but no, we got it done. A lot of good minds in there. We hammered it through, and we're final.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Good job last night.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. And we'll also talk to Leslie Skye, who was, of course, there last night, and as the KLCC coordinator here. And Leslie, if you can just come in a little closer here. So now that this is done, what are the next steps?
Well, the next steps would be to schedule the final reading of the law into the record. That's after the drafting team gets the time to get together and go through all the changes that are required. There'll be a posting on our website for 15 days, 30 days.
Mm-hmm. A community member was selected last night, and I believe we might need 1 or 2 more possibly?
Yeah, well, we asked that we have 3 community representatives. However, there was only 1 that was selected. We could function with 1. The role of that person would be just to ensure that the will of the people is adhered to. After all of that is done, said and done with the reading of the law into the record, we'll be going to council for enactment.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. And needless to say, the final meeting that was originally scheduled for the end of this month for the tobacco law now is not needed. It has become redundant, and we can now take a break for the summer in terms of the CDMP. It has been a good week, actually, with also the progress on the membership law. Speaking of membership, the court case is going to be hitting the courts, and just an announcement today that the dates have been set. Late November, the case will go to court. We'll have more details on an upcoming program. The case is expected to last for several weeks, and we'll keep you up to date. Also, going on today being Friday, Chiefs Clinton Phillips and Billy Daibo are in Kanehsatá talking about Tioweró. They'd been up there a couple of weeks ago due to several issues going on, not only the safety issues, but also things like cabin placement and issues like that. So they are meeting as the portfolio chief for Tioweró and the lands portfolio chief to talk to the chiefs at Kanehsatá to try and sort out some of the problems that they're having over there. There was a meeting between all of the chiefs and council of both councils a few weeks ago, but there's more work that, of course, needs to be done. Kahnawake Sustainable Energies, that's the wind project farm at Saint Cyprien. That project got a bit of a boost when the Quebec Agricultural Consultation Committee actually gave the go-ahead to move forward. So now what that means are the next steps will be more political than anything else, and we could see some movement if the Quebec cabinet gives its final approval shortly. We're hoping that's what's going to happen. Remember, Grand Chief Joseph Dequeter Norton did meet with Philip Couillard, the Premier, back in January to talk about this and get some specific commitments from the Premier to get this job moving forward, as it is a very positive project and not one that should cause any controversy, unlike other initiatives. And finally, some safety concerns this weekend. Remember to drive carefully. The Mercier Bridge works are ongoing, and with the traffic detours and things like that, it's always a bit tricky. But more so this weekend, as it is the 10th anniversary of the Tiffany Morrison, when she went missing. So this is the 10th anniversary walk that they're going to have. It's a first, and it's going to be in the area where she was found, which is, of course, near the in between highways 132 and 138 at the foot of the Mercier Bridge. So be extra careful in that time, because there will be a walk tomorrow. It'll start at 10 a.m., that being on Saturday. And that should do it on this edition of our political update. Lots going on, and we hope that we've helped to at least get you caught up on some of the things going on here at the MCK.